Hello everyone, Robert Rambles here and welcome back to New World. Today we are actually starting off in the village of First Light. So yeah, I made it down here. I've picked up a few quests from our faction board. And we also have a couple of side quests that I took. And I think we're going to kind of make a circuit today and do those side quests and work towards getting onto the main quest here on the bridge. But yeah, I basically have decided to take my time with the game, and I'm going to keep current with the main story quest, but I'm not going to rush it as soon as I hit the level that I can do it necessarily. If it makes sense to work in other side quests and faction board quests and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, I heard from one of you guys who kind of explained to me what level you currently are and the things that you had to do to get to that level, and the point of it being that it sounded like it would really benefit us to do some side quests when they're convenient to progressing the main story. Like right now I wouldn't really want to run all the way up here, but knocking these ones out around us makes a lot of sense. And yeah, I'm in no hurry to get through all the content because like most new MMOs, there's going to come a point when the content for PvE is going to run out. And then we're going to be waiting until they make more, hopefully. So yeah, in the meantime, no big rush to get to endgame. I don't even really want to think about endgame. I want to enjoy my time and try out a bunch of different weapons. After we've had some more time with the hatchet, I was thinking about reskilling us and trying out some of the dexterity weapons just for a change of pace. Gunpowder cask. Part of what we're working on in this little area. Hello there. These guys are level 10, so pretty low level than us, but at least they're not like level 6 or 7. We're not killing them in one hit, so that's good. We are able to kill them before they can hit us, and I like that as well. Speaking of that though, we should go ahead and eat and get our regen going. Supply stockpile here. Great Axe of the Spell Sword. This is my first time really doing any quest in First Light. I did not quest here at all during the beta, except to come down here and do the main quest. I got a little bit farther than this, but a lot of these areas in First Light that we go to while we're exploring and doing our faction board stuff are going to be areas that I'm not familiar with. Whereas a lot of the areas before this I had seen. There's something in the house. Let's go ahead and make our way in there. Let's clear the guy out in the yard first. Because if not, he'll definitely add at a bad time. Like while we're looting, probably. Eventually I won't whiff any of those hits. Eventually. So far the hatchet is like maybe my favorite weapon next to the great hammer, as for like how it feels to use, though it does kind of leave me wishing that we would dual wield. Or maybe we wouldn't dual wield hatchets, but maybe we'd have like a hunting knife or something in the other hand. That would be cool. From what I understand, there aren't any dual wield weapons in the game currently. So who knows if that's something that they'll add in the future. I mean, with such a limited number of active abilities, that kind of leaves a big potential to add weapons to the game. Because then you're not having to design like 50 abilities for each weapon. You have to worry about your 6 actives and then all your passives. Not that that's not a lot of work, but it's probably easier than, say, adding a new class to a game like World of Warcraft. At least that's my hope, because I would really I'd love to see them introduce new weapons over time. And maybe from different points in history, even. How many more of these do we need, or am I done? Yeah, we just need the gunpowder cask, though. It's weird to me that we can keep picking these up even after we've completed the objective. I don't know if it turns into an item that we can use for crafting or anything else. Probably not. Alright, maybe we should investigate the main building over here. That might be a place to find more gunpowder casks. Because who doesn't keep casks of gunpowder in their house? I've heard that's really safe. I once had a neighbor who was one of those people who like juggle flame staves, like flaming staves and flaming other things. And when COVID happened, I don't know if he had been keeping his stuff somewhere else, but it turns out that he was keeping all of his kerosene or whatever chemical it is that they put on the staves and other flaming juggling devices. And he'd been storing that in his house. And it turns out one day while I was out, he had a big fire and burned down the entire apartment building that I was living in. So yeah. Gunpowder in your house, not a good idea. Jugs of kerosene, not a good idea. Dawn sentencing. At dawn we marched out to where we had left the 9 men. They had survived the night, had barely slept, but they had fought against their restraints through the night. The captain, before the assembled soldiers, asked the men if they regretted their actions and repented the crime. She went through each in turn. Montes kept interrupting the others, and his apologies came so quick and fast she had to strike him to silence him. As each repented, the captain nodded, and the heretic nodded too, in her shadow. He had a feral grin, as if anticipating what was to come. And then the captain struck out at each of the men, one by one, their faces frozen in shock at the suddenness of the attack, until the bodies fell still. 9 crewmen dead. I asked if we should cut their restraints, and the captain said no, and glancing at the heretic, who nodded. She said they must remain. Alright. Interesting. No gunpowder yet, which is maybe for the best. Oh, nope, right by the bed. Right by the headboard. Got some respawns happening here. Always more interesting when I can barely see what's happening. Great Axe of the Barbarian. A lot of axes dropping today. Alright. What do we still need? We still need 1 more cask. There's other buildings over here we could investigate. Or we could just run right in here and grab one. Or we could do that. That seems easier. Alright, let's go all the way... Maybe we go all the way up here first. Elder Bluff Hunt. Whoops. I want to kind of wrap up the side quest first before we circle back and do the main quest. That's just kind of what feels better to me. I did make time to do a little bit of crafting. I can throw those up on the screen for those of you who are interested in our crafting progress. That's where we're at. So, you know, with some things we have a lot of work to do. Arcana, I'm looking at you. Other things, like leatherworking, Weaving, I feel like we are doing okay with. Skinning as well, I feel like is well kept up. We do skin quite a bit. Let's just kill this guy. Are there going to be higher level enemies on the bridge? There is a rabbit. And we need that rabbit. And that's a faction quest that, or a town board quest that we picked up in a different town. Okay, so these are the guys we need for the faction quest in here. Level 16, so only a couple levels behind us. I don't know how I feel about taking on 2 of them at once. Let's eat to get that going for 20 seconds. I like that we just have some pretty decent cleave, like just on our swings. That's really awesome. Alright, so we have 2 quests going on here at once, so we'll just kind of run through. And we'll probably, actually we might just be able to clear both of these. There's no reason to swing back. I keep thinking that like a quest is going to be like an event that happens, or maybe we talk to a guy and like something happens, but I'm starting to remember the quest just turned into like kill this or collect that, so we might as well just do it while we're here. Let's see. Fathomless Stylogist. Silogist? No idea what that word is supposed to be. Can't see anything. That's very helpful when you're trying to aim. This guy is running because he's casting that. Oh, and we pulled a bunch of guys. Yeah, no thank you. No thank you. No, 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 no. We gotta back off for a second. We don't have a camp here at all. So that's not very smart of me. Let's back up and reevaluate life. Can't camp in a landmark. Yeah, it might take us a minute to like get out of a landmark though. Maybe we can run up here. Still definitely in the landmark. Okay. I mean, we're nowhere near the bridge, to be fair. Don't know how it still considers us in the same zone. Yeah, this might not be happening, like, period. What in the actual heck? Oh, great, and then we just go... Okay, there we go. We're out of the landmark. Oh, what am I missing here? I don't have anything. I'm missing everything. Literally everything. Oh, boy. That's a mature tree, and I wonder if we're going to find any flint around here anyway. Actually, pressing E would be smart. And now we hope that we can find some flint. Not in the water. Well, maybe. Here we go. Yeah, I have everything, I've dumped everything in Windsward. As far as like all of our crafting stuff. So if we... That's also where we're set to. So if we want to do our crafting, or when we do our crafting, we'll be doing it in Windsward. Okay, we have what we need. Let's finish building this thing. And this way, if we die, we'll be relatively close. I mean, we had to run quite a ways. Move back to complete. Got it. I think it would be wise to approach from the front of the bridge. And just clear it. The road as well. If anybody's out on the road, we'll clear that. Just in case we have to retreat again. Okay, it doesn't look like we have to worry about anybody right outside of the bridge. Alright, last time these guys seemed to respawn really quickly. That's a little bit concerning. I want to try to pull, like, just the guy up there and not the ads that seem to be behind him. We had a few misses there that seemed kind of weird. These guys are going to pull together. Ouch. Kind of just getting laid into here, but we're just going to swing through it. And then we'll pop a potion. Alright, can we just, like, body pull just this guy? Yeah, let's get back here. Ouch. Dang, that hurts. He really doesn't want to chase. Oh my gosh. We have to fight him up there? Wait, what the hell just happened? I'm not sure what happened. But we'll take it. Oh, we were out of stamina there. Can't dodge when you have no stamina. So we have a little bit of help here. He's level 46. I don't know if that's a little bit of help. It's going to get really annoying because I actually need to be fighting these guys, and if he's like three-shotting all of them, we're not going to be able to do that. Let's just go read this. Dear Nicholas. Dear Nikki, it's been 4 months since you left home to join the Soul Wardens. Are you staying safe? Are you eating right? I miss seeing your face at the breakfast table every morning. I said some harsh things when you left. I'm sorry. I was so scared of the path you were taking. All I want is for you to be safe and happy. I've never seen a happy Soul Warden. If your training becomes too hard, there's no shame in coming home. Everything can go back to the way it was. Someone else can save the world. Please write back. Love always, Mama. Alright. Well, he didn't come back. I think I want to turn the music up a little bit. It's like a little quiet and it's really good. Oh, it's already almost maxed out. Let's just do that. If that's too loud, you guys let me know, but the music in this game, when it really kicks in, is like pretty good. Yeah, so we just really need the guys for the main quest here. 1 enforcer and 2 coeligists. Oh, hi. Respawns. Good. Good. We needed you. Okay, we didn't necessarily need, like, all of them at one time on top of us, though. Yeah, I hope this guy kind of... There we go. Yep, I appreciate that. I appreciate that, Sir Big T Daddy. Thank you so much. Please don't dive off the edge doing an attack, Robert. Alright, we need to find the Fathomless Coelogist. There was the one back there on the bridge. Maybe if we go this way, we'll find it. We have to go this way anyway. So let's keep pushing forward. Hopefully without falling into the abyss. These guys, I'm realizing, are strong against our slash damage. So let's do that. Let's also pop a potion. That was a whiff. Where is he going? Yeah, that was decent. Decent little challenge there for me. And is that guy over there going to be the same? No, that's a tutelary enforcer. I'm sure if we hung out here for like a second, this guy would probably just respawn for us, wouldn't he? Seems to be the way of things. Alright. Well, he didn't respawn yet. Oh, there he is. Look at that. Right on time. Perfect. So we could, like, not have jumped down in there. That would have been better. Here we go with the running away again. Whoops. Not what I wanted to do. And there we go. Now we can just continue over here for the Elder's Bluff hunt. Supplies for Marauder troops. Hunt down Warden Lynx. And that means we're probably just going to run past these guys and maybe peel out through the wilderness over here. And just, like, maybe hope for the best. Can we even get out that way? That's the question. Will we drown in this lake if we try to cross it is the other question. You know what? Let's just continue on here. No, let's go this way. This should allow us to maybe get out. Some light climbing required, perhaps. Then again... No, we can't climb that. Well, that's unfortunate. Giant staircase of chain pulling it is. Okay, now we can go out into the wilderness here. And there's a Warden Lynx. Not Warden Lynx. It wasn't a person. I need to, like, get out of my head that anything could be a person. Because, like, there are no people just kind of, like, out and about. Jonas is the only guy we've talked to who isn't hanging out in a city. So I need to get it out of my head that we're ever going to encounter, like, other, like, NPC characters out in the world. Besides Jonas, kind of. I mean, he's at a dock, so... And we need to skin these too. Which, yeah, we should be doing anyway. Still got some zombies around here. Let's try to steer clear of them. The foliage is so dense at times, like I'm probably like looking right at links somewhere and not seeing them. Like here's one. Silkweed requires 100 harvesting skill. Oh, look at this. This is the first hemp I've seen in the game. This is the first time we're going to be able to harvest some actual fiber for ourselves to make cloth. I had to buy what I used previously off the auction house. Look at that. So now I know for sure what it looks like. I'm hoping that means I'll be able to spot it in the distance in the future. I'm trying to save like most of my farming for off recording. Gives me something to work on when I have like 20 minutes but not enough time to do an actual video. But some of it like this I'm going to do in the moment still. Especially for things like harvesting, which I've had trouble leveling up. So I hope you guys don't mind when I stop to do this kind of thing. And if you do mind, be warned, it's not going to change. Alright, back to lynx hunting. Looking for one more. Not really sure how big the radius is that we're able to look in. That's one thing I haven't quite totally figured out. Here we go. Alright, I believe that's all that we really need to do. There's a fast travel point here that is just right, that's awesome. That's right by us. Okay, so yeah, we will go ahead and fast travel. We'll fast travel back to the village first, and then we'll go out to see Jonas. And we also have a faction board quest here. Defeat Withered at Willett's homestead. So maybe we'll take that on before we talk to Jonas. Alright, let's head over here to this travel point. We're going to run out of Azoth pretty quickly unless I find a way to make a bunch of Azoth. What do you guys know about Azoth? Besides how to pronounce it, which I'm sure you know better than me. What do you know about Azoth in terms of what is the quickest way to get a bunch of Azoth? I won't say with the stipulation like with the least amount of effort because that's kind of a given.
There's my co-conspirator. Yep,
Camera is being incredibly weird. There we go, we got through it.
Let's just keep this plan between us for now.
Oh, we got through it.
Ruffle any feathers.
And I think we're going, yeah, we're going up top to the faction leader here.
I salute you, fellow marauder. We will never give up the fight.
Completed. We might as well grab the next ones.
Victorious.
We have 1,300 tokens. Not sure exactly what we want to be working towards here. Possibly just more armor, right? Like, we can grab these now. We could grab the hat. Oh, this is medium armor, so not all of this is going to be heavy. Okay. There's some heavy pants we could get. Not sure if that's our best value. Well, let's go for it. It seems like a decent upgrade. Strength and con. It has an empty gem socket, which I don't think we've played around with gems at all. We've got a lot of axes. To be fair, we should probably do something about that. I think our time on the axe is over for now. There we go. Looking good. As far as gems, what do we have? Do we have anything that goes in here? Or do we not have any gems? Crafting mods. That's not a gem. Quest items, dyes. Yeah, I'm assuming that we just... Oh, here we go. Jewel crafting. Oh, so we would have to craft these ourselves, maybe. Polished at a stone cutting station first. Okay. I'm interested in how to craft our own gems. I'll have to look into that a little bit more. Alright, let's head down and we'll turn in the other quest.
Waded through the withered at Dayspring Mills just for my... Still can't get over it. So, there was this Chef Giroux in Hilltop.
So, a lot of these side quests don't interest me too much. Not when it's, like, from the innkeeper and he's giving us a quest to, like, get some ingredients, so... Some of it's the repetitive kind of stuff that I'm probably not going to listen to all the voice acting that intently. We got a new Hatchet of the Night, but it probably isn't going to be better than what we have, and it's not. So, we will salvage it. Guess we should have equipped that a long time ago. Would have been a good idea. Alright, let's take a look at our map. We also have a couple other side quests now that we could pick up here. It might not be a bad idea to do that. But yeah, I'll pick those up next time. I think for now I want to head out to Jonas and do the side quest that we have up there. Oh, that's gonna take like all of our Azoth. Yikes. Yeah, but what is the alternative? The alternative is to do the run and to do whatever quest we can along the way, right? That's the alternative. Here is me praying they don't start to sell Azoth in, like, the game store. That would be unfortunate.
Regardless of who's in charge here, my loyalty will always be to the people
Got it.
of First Light. Yes. The critical thing is that we work together to ensure our health and our safety. Oaks is focused on procuring supplies for a siege. But that's only useful if the walls hold.
And are the walls strong enough?
The timber is sound, but the iron bindings are many decades old and rusted. If you could mine some magnetite from Letham's Peak,
I guess I could.
I can reinforce the walls.
See, like, in this quest, it tells us exactly what we're gonna get. I would much rather it always do that and not give us the loot boxes. I don't think they'll ever change that, but if I could ask for a change, it would be that. I think it's okay to give out those loot box style things, maybe for things from the faction board or from the town board. I mean, the faction board, you're already getting resources to work towards specific identifiable goals. So adding a little bit of randomness to the other rewards there might not be a bad idea, but like from a quest, I want to know what I'm going to get. Because at some point, that becomes part of the decision as to whether or not I'm going to use my time to do the quest. And I would prefer to have that player agency in making some decisions, but right now it seems like the best course of action leveling up is going to be to do everything, obviously. But it might not always be the case.
Why is it that in times of trouble, people are so quick to doubt their leaders?
So she's the leader here.
Suppose I will never understand.
Sylvia Oaks.
Of course, I am no fool, you know. I know what they're saying, but I must be guided by my conscience. Right now, it's telling me that first priority is to ensure that, come what may, we can keep people fed. There is. Long ago, the people of Forlac seeded their lakes with amazing fish. One fish will feed hundreds. If we had enough fish and the charcoal to cook it, well now,
looks
that
like
was
we're going to be
fast.
doing some fishing
Oh,
in the future.
Silly me, you haven't been
We have the
yet.
charcoal, or we can make
Fish
it.
from Forlac, charcoal from Letham's Pick.
Yeah, I guess our next course of action is we're going to head north. And we're going to do all of this stuff. Because then we're just going to keep moving north. And we're going to get to Jonas eventually. I don't want to burn the Azoth. I probably shouldn't have been using it like at all along. I also used it a couple of times in crafting, like 30 here, 30 there. But when we're not getting a lot from a lot of different sources, apparently that's really going to add up and affect us, right? Alright, let's get out of town. Let's get out of town and get moving. How's our weight look? Pretty good. Pretty good. That's kind of another reason for me to keep a lot of the foraging separate from the questing. Is because when you're foraging stuff, you're filling up your capacity pretty quickly. And then you're going to run back to town, you're going to drop your stuff off, do some crafting, run back out, whatever cadence you find that suits you. And if you fill your bag up while you're questing, that kind of leaves you in a bit of a bind. Because then you have the choice to either like deal with it, teleport back to town, or dump stuff on the ground. Either way, it's throwing you off. If your objective is to questing, for me, I feel like it's good just to focus on that. Unless there's something rare or like a specific thing we're working on. Like we know we need iron, right? So I'm always going to stop for iron. I'm probably usually going to stop for any herbing we can do. But I'm not going to be doing a lot of like tree chopping and boulder splitting while I'm questing. That is just not what I'm going to do, so... Those I'll handle separately. Gotta be getting close on this rabbit quest. The funny thing is it's for a quest in a different zone. I don't think this goes anywhere here. When I stop seeing the blue diamond above the bunny rabbits, then we will know that we're done with the quest. Let's go ahead and do this. We need green wood. We might as well crank out some more weak potions. Because we're kind of just guzzling them. Arcana 3. I wonder why Arcana seems to level much more slowly than everything else. Or is that just my experience because I haven't been doing a lot of herbing? I'm curious how you guys are finding that. Not that it bothers me very much. I mean, it doesn't seem to be stopping us from making the potions we need, but... I feel bad. These rabbits have like no survival instincts compared to like rabbits in real life that are not going to let you walk up to them with a hatchet and like club them in the throat. They are rather large. Maybe they've just grown large and lethargic without like a big human population to hunt them. Maybe they're not really used to things that look like us hunting them. I don't know. Yeah, we could have went up and over this, and maybe that's like our better option. A lot of times the road's gonna take you like really far out of your way. And sometimes like the only way you can do a straight line is by scaling what often looks like an impenetrable wall, but sometimes you can find ways up. And then you remember, oh yeah, there's a climbing mechanic in this MMORPG. Okay, we've reached a hilltop encampment. At first I thought this was going to be like something where like people were at, but obviously it's just another place that zombies have overrun. And yeah, what are we working on here? Sacks of hilltop hops in the hilltop encampment. Okay, let's go. Let's go down here. Let's go with dispatch. The target is below 30% health. Feral Rush deals 20% more damage. Well, we kind of use it as an opener, don't we? Hitting a target with Raging Torrent grants haste, increasing movement speed by 20%. That seems really, like the movement speed ones just strike me as PvP-ish. Here we go. If target is below 30% health, light and heavy attacks deal 20%. Okay, because we open up with our abilities a lot of the time. With all of our active abilities, so by the 20% mark, 30% mark, we are usually just swinging by then, right? So that seems good. Let's do that. I feel good about that. We'll just have to remember that we're going to get that extra damage, so if we have to just take a couple swings to finish them off, we should do that to take advantage of that talent. Or passive, whatever you want to call it. It also helps us out when we're just gonna, like, left click them into oblivion. Ruse is missing. Ruse is gone. I fear to say fled or escaped, and so are the men, but many of us believe it to be true. Captain Isabella has demanded a search, pretending that he must have been attacked by one of the beasts that prowl the isle, but I saw it on her face, the tremble of anger in her voice. She knew he had fled, and she was to blame. Ruiz, I hope you have run far from this hell we have been cast into, and I pray to God you find peace far from where you might live, far from here where you might live out the rest of your days, Manuel. Okay. So Isabella is like working them at something. Maybe the conditions are not really great. And this dude took off, I guess. It's hard to know. Maybe one day we'll find out. Oh, should have taken that guy out first, probably. Okay, no big deal. Paul's new brew. This brew is odd, not bad, but has a strange aftertaste, like drinking whiskey with a pat of butter in it. Leaves a bit of a film in your mouth. It certainly does the trick, though, so I've started bottling up this first batch for the boys here. Paul's new brew seems to be a hit with everyone who's had it so far. Once we pack up camp, maybe I'll start a bigger business with Rost. Send it out to all the settlements for everyone to enjoy. Upgrade available. Okay, great. We hit our goal in strength. Kind of went a little bit past that. Now I'm going to be working towards Constitution. So let's do that. I have no idea if that's optimal. It probably isn't, but it is what I'm going to do for now. Let's go grab this. Okay, they're not mad at us. Oh, this guy is, though. Let's kill the same guy again. Why not? All right, let's go ahead and get out of here. Maybe easier said than done kind of situation. Oh, that's the thing where we can still pick it up even though we're done with the quest. That's what's going on? Okay. Yeah, let's just ignore that and ignore them and hope that we can get away here. We are going to have to be able to climb this to get away, though. It's looking kind of iffy. Maybe because we're in combat? Oh, that might have been why. Not sure. But we did manage to make it up. And that's what matters. Alright, we're looking for, what, magnetite chunks from magnetite deposits and batches of charcoal from iron slag corrupted. This is an iron slag miner. They all look corrupted, so I'm assuming we'll be able to get the drop off of any of these guys. We're not going to keep following that one. He seems to be chaining after somebody. Let's come over here and grab this. This is what the magnetite looks like. I think we might have a chance of finding some actual iron here too. Just maybe, potentially. Is it up higher? I can see where it's like tracking it on the mini-map, but I'm not really able to find it. Oh, hi, how are you? Felt like the better weapon to deal with this, but they are strong against impact damage, so maybe not. As much as I want the iron, I don't think it's wise to keep climbing that when we can aggro like 3 guys just by trying to do so. We got a musket of the ranger. Maybe we'll keep a hold of that for when we try some dexterity weapons. Well, we probably don't want to go that way. For some reason I thought that might lead us up, but that's just going to lead us out. Shouldn't be too hard. I mean, we're looking for blue glowy things. It's pretty visible. Do we want to go into the caves? Oh, we're not actually going into a cave, just a little tunnel. But that does get us closer to some of the magnetites. There's one up there. These guys are really like crawling all over the place. Very high mob density for a respawn rate that is often very, very fast. But I guess with the number of players running around, it probably has to be. I'm gonna assume this stuff isn't gonna be like laying around inside of a building, that it's probably all gonna be outside. Yeah, we've been doing pretty good with that lunge. What is this here? A fire staff? A defiled fire staff of the soldier. Alright, that is the last of the magnetite that we need. The next thing we have to do is head over this way. One of these is pinned and one of them is not. Let's pin them both. Alright, we will do this next time, guys. I'm trying to get these episodes to be up near an hour, but not really over that, so I think we got pretty close today. I am going to take a break here, however. Next time, we'll head over here to the lake. We will finish off these two quests, and we will continue our journey to the north, on our way to meet back up with our buddy Jonas, and progress the main story. Let me know about the Azoth. If you guys know of an efficient way of getting a lot of Azoth, that would be awesome to know about. And as always, thank you guys so much for being here with me today. Really appreciate all the support you've shown the series. It does mean the world to me. So take care of yourselves out there and take care of each other. And we will see you back on Eternum really soon. Bye now.